Hello, ni hao, I am back. I know I haven't uploaded in a while. That is because I have been really busy with university stuff. But anyways, I got something to share with you today. So, back to more BDO content. I got a friend who has been trying to buy a pen Blackstar from the market for the past few months. What he did was to wait for the in-game notification to pop up and then click on the pre-order button. But after a few weeks, he sent me this message. Is there a method more easier to achieve this idea? I wanna make an OCR on my BDO chat to read the 99.5B, then send me a message. So from that message, what he had in his mind was probably to use some image processing library like OpenCV, then make use of OCR to read text from the chat box, and then produce some kind of notification when the word 99.5B appear. So what I'm gonna be sharing with you today is a chunk of Python code that is probably only going to benefit a small portion of the BDO population. But anyways, let's go straight into it. So the most important thing first, what he wanted to do was to look for the pen Blackstar being registered on the market. The first thing that will come to mind would be either VeliaInn.com or Garmoth.com. If we were to go to VeliaInn website, we can see that they actually managed to retrieve the data for the item ID, name, price, enhancement level, and the time of listing. Since they are able to retrieve the data, we should also be able to retrieve the data. So, to find out how they retrieve the data, I stick into their Discord, scroll into the developer tab, and I found some treasure. The VeliaInn API. Over here, we can choose the programming language we want to use. I'll be using Python. On the left, we can see the list of functions. For this project, all we need is the market waitlist. So go ahead and copy this example over here and paste it somewhere. For me, I'll be using Visual Studio. Now we want to see if the example is working, debug and run the example. And we should be able to see the current item in the waitlist. As you can see from the string, there is an item for 14.5B and another item for 52.5B. We can check it in game. Those items are Pen Urgons for 14.5B and Duo Nebraska for 52.5B. From this string that we have just retrieved from the API, we will copy this entire string and paste it over here, and I will be naming it string str for short. But before we continue, we need all the Blackstar item ID. So I got my friend to dig out every Blackstar item ID and its name, place them into an Excel spreadsheet, and from the Excel, all I had to do was to concat them together to make it a Python dictionary, drag it down, and boom, easy coding. Let's copy the list of items over into the dictionary, and I'll be naming it Blackstar Dic. Back to this string that we have just copied, let me just add in a Blackstar item into it so it is easier for you to understand. From this string, we need to split it into individual items. We can see that this line over here is a separator between each item, and this dash is a separator between the ID, enhancement, price, and the time. We simply split them by slicing the string using the .find function to find the starting index of the item to the ending point, which is the line. Then use the split function to split the four variables. We can check if it's working by running the program. Next, we insert a for loop to iterate over all the Blackstar items in the dictionary by adding for I in Blackstar dic and if string.findI not equal to -1. The -1 simply means that the item does not exist. And if the item does exist in the waitlist, then what we want to do is to print the string for the Blackstar item. Okay. Now that we can search for the pen Blackstar item in the waitlist, we need to connect it to some kind of messaging app. We can use WhatsApp, Telegram, Line, Discord, or any other messaging app. But for this video, I will be using Discord, because most people in BDO uses Discord for their node communication. To add in a Discord bot is very simple. Head over to your Discord server, right click on the text channel you want to add your bot in, and select Edit Channel. Under the integration tab, you want to create a new webhook, and then copy the webhook URL and paste it over in your Python code. Next, you want to send a message over to Discord using the webhook. First, we need to import JSON. Then below here, you add in the message you want to send, and the payload in JSON format with content as the key, followed by the message. Then send a post request using the Discord URL, dump in the payload and the header. Then try running the code and we should be able to see the message in Discord. If you have not already noticed, the timing over here looks a little weird. That is because it is in epochs timing. To change the time, we need to import time, Python time zone, and date time, and set the time zone to the country you're in. And over here, we override the current registration time with the date time function, and we should be able to see the time now. To add on the message, you can also send ping to yourself simply by right-clicking the user and copying the user ID. Go back to the message, paste in the user ID, run the program, and you should see a ping sent to yourself. Now, to the last part of the code, you want to repeatedly check for the Blackstar being listed in the market. So over here, add in a while 1. This will allow it to loop continuously forever. But please do take note that we are sending requests using the API. So to prevent yourself from being blacklisted from spamming too much requests, it is good to add a delay at the end of the while loop. I will be adding a 60-second delay over here. And this looks pretty much done, except there is one small problem. When an item enters the market waitlist, it stays there for 15 minutes. And this code checks for the waitlist every 1 minute. So that means if a pen Blackstar were to be listed, it will send you 15 notifications. To prevent duplicate notification, we can add a simple algorithm using a list to create a queue, so that every time it finds a pen Blackstar, it appends into the queue and pop out the oldest data. This way, as long as the same item is in the queue, it won't send you any notification. Yeah, and one last thing, that is to swap out the string that we use for the simulation to the actual string from the request. And that's about it. Just let it run and you should receive notification when a pen Blackstar gets listed. And that's all. Thanks. Bye.